Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to NXT Deadline, and it is time to begin with tag team action. The NXT Tag Team Championship are on the line tonight. Coming out first, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa from the Bloodline. They won this opportunity in a #1 contenders match, and now tonight they look to bring more gold back to the Bloodline, especially after Roman Reigns got cashed in on at Survivor Series.
Yeah, they're probably fuming right now. They probably really want those titles.
And we've seen how ruthless the Bloodline can be. We might definitely see a title change tonight. But we can't count out this veteran tag team that's wrestled all over the world, man.
One of the most decorated tag teams there has ever been in professional wrestling.
And in a triple threat tag team ladder match at Halloween Havoc, they added more decorations to their career with those NXT Tag Team Championships around their waist. And now tonight, this will be their first defense with the belts. And it's already going to be one of their toughest challenges yet. Let's see if they can survive the Bloodline.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 439 pounds.
Nice.
Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga, the Bloodline.
They didn't move an inch,
And the
man.
opponents at a combined weight of 420 pounds. The NXT Tag Team Champions, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Man, I hope they said goodbye to those titles. Tonga Loa gonna start the match with Alex Shelley. The first bell ring of the night. Here we go. It is Bloodline, and oh, look at this. Tonga Loa already raking the eyes of Shelley.
Playing the dirty game right out the gate
And you see they got
to
the
get the
wise man.
advantage.
You got the wise man Paul Heyman ringside as well tonight. Any shenanigans can and will always happen when it comes to the Bloodline. And now Tama Tonga fighting against Alex Shelley right now. Oh! Preventing Motor City from getting any double team in. Now the cover on Alex Shelley. 1.5. Uh-oh. Measuring for that knee, but got reversed by Shelley, and now Alex. Oh, nice Hurricanrana there. Was a little too far for that. Tama Tonga immediately taking advantage. Now going on the middle rope on Shelley. Oh. Full body splash on the mat. Oh. And a gator roll into a Falcon Arrow, but Alex Shelley sprang right back on his feet and speared Tama Tonga down, now tagging Chris Sabin in. Nice springboard tornado DDT by Sabin. Now Alex Shelley back in the ring. There's Tama Tonga in the Motor City corner. Bang! Double super kick from the Motor City Machine Guns. Now Chris Sabin, oh, try to get that kick. Tama Tonga stopped it. Oh, nice strike there. And a little cutter. And now Tama Tonga tried the Tope Atomico, was not able to connect. The most cursed move in all of WWE right there. Now Sabin sending Tama to the corner. Wasn't able to get the double team off though. Oh my. Now Sabin on the apron. He was trying to position, but he bumped into his partner, and that caused the Bloodline to take advantage and hot tag Tonga Loa in the match. And now you see Paul Heyman exposing the turnbuckle. Wait, look at Tonga Loa. And a big spear out the corner from Tonga Loa. Seems to be a signature move from any Bloodline member in the company. Referee has already fixed that turnbuckle pad. Tonga Loa tried throwing Sabin in that same corner, but the pad was already fixed. Now a tag into Alex Shelley. Oh, and we're about to see something crazy. Oh, a flatliner drop kick combo by Motor City. Cover on Tonga. Kick out at 1. Tonga Loa is still fighting back. Boom! Big slam to Shelley there. Now tagging Tama Tonga back into the match. Looks like he's going to go for an uppercut there. Oh, but Shelley just caught him with a knee now. Back in the Motor City corner is Tama Tonga. Another double super kick. Oh my. And Chris Sabin now going to head outside the ring to continue the attack on Tama Tonga, but Tama reverses the attack. And Paul Heyman wisely got out the way. Tama Tonga now returning to the ring with Sabin. Now more double team action from the Bloodline. Oh, but Chris Sabin back on his feet! Turn into a crucifix, roll up on Tonga Loa! Kick out at 1.
That was some high impact on that crucifix.
And now looking to continue to capitalize off of that, tag into Alex Shelley.
Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh. Bang! My goodness.
Alex Shelley tried to add insult to injury with a senton. Tonga was not having it. Now he's attacking his partner.
Oh! And Alex Shelley does not like that, but Tonga Loa caught him with the chop. Oh! Big power slam. Oh, and he gave a smack to Sabin again. And oh, wait, Chris Sabin again with that crucifix. Dropping Tonga Loa to the ground. But now we're at a count of 5. Tonga Loa gets back up first. And Chris Sabin again on Tonga Loa. And dropping him.
Oh,
but we're at a count of 8. And Alex Shelley breaks the count. Chris Sabin almost got too overzealous and almost cost them the match. Thankfully, he controlled himself. Alex Shelley just took Tama Tonga out the match. Alex Shelley now against Tonga Loa. Oh, man. Oh! Tombstone position turned into a face buster, dropping Tonga Loa. Now Chris Sabin's back in this match. They're going to get back at Tonga Loa for the attacks. And now he's top rope. Oh! And now, oh, wait, but Paul Heyman is distracting Sabin, which gives Tama Tonga time for the hot tag. And now a roll up for the NXT Tag Team titles. Kick out at 1. Oh, but Tama Tonga staying on the attack. Big clothesline. Oh, my. Chris Sabin might be knocked out, and Tama Tonga's looking to take advantage. Now picking up Chris Sabin and dropping him. And there is Shelley to break the pin. And that was the ghost face by Tama Tonga. But thanks to Alex Shelley, it wasn't enough to capture the NXT Tag Team Championships. But now, oh my! Chris Sabin with a running enziguri, but once again, there is Paul Heyman to break it all the momentum, bringing it to a screeching halt. But Chris Sabin not going to let it affect him, going to bring Tama Tonga back into the Motor City corner. And now a tag into Alex Shelley. Are we going to see it? Skull and bones! Oh, but Tonga Loa was able to break the pin. But Alex Shelley not going to let that stop him. Immediately going top rope frog splash to Tama Tonga. Is this it? Can they retain the titles? Yes, they can!
Wow.
Tonga Loa was able to break the pin off the Skull and Bones, but Alex Shelley had one more trick up his sleeve, and that was the big frog splash to bring an end to this match. And somehow, some way, Motor City Machine Guns were able to survive the Bloodline tonight. Amazing first match to kick off Deadline tonight. What the fuck was that?
A yawn.
That was a nasty yawn. But what also was nasty was this man Oro Mensah's big win on NXT in that big fatal 4-way. Now made his way to his first PLE at Deadline tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Metaphor from Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 198 pounds.
Oro Mensah looking to keep his momentum going tonight in his first PLE, looking to capture his first win on a major show. In order to do that, he has to survive his opponent. Let's get him that. Karrion Kross coming out of an outstanding performance at Survivor Series. That man was lifting Kane like he was nothing. Unfortunately, He was not able to bring any victory to Team NXT. He's actually the first man eliminated in the match. But tonight, he looks to right his wrongs and pick up a win at Deadline. This is also Karrion Kross's first PLE match. Here we go, both of these men's first PLE match, and went for an enziguri out the gate. Kross weaved it and is now applying pressure. Big DDT.
So suddenly.
And Oro, big super kick to the gut. Oh! What a kick there, and now Oro Mensah setting up Kross. Bang! Oro Mensah out the gate with that amazing offense, now going middle rope on Kross. And a cross body off the middle rope to Karrion.
No pun intended.
Now Oro gaining momentum for that corner splash there. Now going on the apron. He's trying to show off, but Karrion Kross is not going to let him. But now Oro, roll up on Kross. No count. And gets his head kicked in the process. Oh, man. And now Kross. Forearms to the head, locking his arms so he can't protect himself. And now he's going to go middle rope. Trying to drop an elbow to his head. Oro's not having it. And now there's his elbow. Pretty back and forth matchup between these two guys. And now Oro Mensah setting up. Leg drop on the rope to Karrion. But now Kross with a roll up of his own on Oro. Another 1 count. And Oro running forearm drops Karrion. And after that big fatal 4-way win that Oro had on NXT, he's riding off of a lot of momentum, a lot of energy. Tried the frog splash, but Kross reversed, and Scarlett just threw a chair in the ring. The referee disposing of it, thankfully. But Kross is getting fired up right now. Oh, man. Putting the thumbs down. Big boot to the head of Mensah. And Karrion Kross now. Going straight into the cross jacket after that big boot. Looking to make Oro Mensah tap on Deadline. But Oro able to fight out of the submission hold. Karrion still not letting him get back into this matchup though. Fireman's position now. Just slamming him to the ground. What a clothesline. And now Karrion Kross is going top rope. Scarlett just exposed the turnbuckle pad. Hopefully he doesn't screw over Karrion, because it looks like he's about to shift the momentum. Big shoulder tackle off the top rope, looking to see if that put him away. Kick out at 2. And Oro able to roll out of harm's way, but only momentarily, before he caught a big clothesline.
demonstrate dominance from Karrion right now.
Waiting for a Mensah to get up. Oh my God, and now Oro Mensah finally finding something. Finally fighting back a little bit. And now Oro Mensah heading to the top rope on Kross. He needs a big move right here to get back in this match. Big Karrion off the top rope. And now going on the apron, looking for a big move, a big springboard. Oh my! What a kick by Mensah! Karrion Kross might be out after that. Oh, but Kross kicks out at 2. And now you see Oro pinning again out of desperation, kick out at 1. And you can see Oro starting to get desperate. Oh! And that's the kick that got him the fatal 4-way win! Oro the cover! But the ref is fixing the pad that Scarlett exposed earlier. And Kross even kicking out. Oro Mensah has to be pissed. And now Oro Mensah still going to try and fight back. Still going to try and get back in this. But Karrion Kross reversing his attempts. Powerbomb position. No. Oro Mensah rolling through. Roll up on Karrion Kross. Can he get the win off the roll up? Can he get the win? Yes, he can. Oro Mensah with the roll up on Karrion Kross. Scarlett exposing the turnbuckle pad momentarily saved the match for Karrion Kross, but ultimately Oro Mensah, just being the slippery slide dog that he is, was able to roll through that powerbomb attempt from Karrion Kross. And remember, he still got hit right here. Bam! That big kick that won him the 4-way. And then Karrion tried the powerbomb. He rolled them up and got the win.
Here is your winner,
Oro Mensah, another surprising back-to-back win now on NXT, getting his first big PLE win as well. Him and the Metaphor guys are gonna celebrate, man. Well, the action don't stop. And it's about to get even crazier. And here comes the Bruiserweight.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring, representing New Kent Republic from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds. The
As we all know, on our big return episode on NXT, it was Pete Dunne versus Bryan Danielson in the main event, and Pete Dunne took a count-out victory over Bryan Danielson. And while people are making some controversy over it, y'all gotta admit, Bryan Danielson was gonna make Dunne lose by count-out at first. He was returning the favor, and Pete Dunne was actually able to keep the man down for the 10 count. But tonight there is no counts, there is no disqualifications. The only count is the 3 count on a pinfall to determine the winner in this Falls Count Anywhere match.
Get your popcorn and get your Band-Aid. This is gonna be a bloody one.
weighing in at 210 pounds, Bryan Danielson.
The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, has been on every brand, trying to find his footing on NXT, and in order to do that, he needs to get past Pete Dunne tonight with a win. This is going to be one hell of a match. 2 of NXT's finest going head-to-head in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Let's get into it, man. They're chanting Butch at him. The horrific past of Pete Dunne has come to haunt him from the Deadline crowd. And Bryan Danielson looking to just rub it in his face. Springboard drop kick to Dunne. And this is going to be a brutal fight. Not a match, a fight between these two men tonight. In just one match, so much animosity has been built between these two men. Especially when they're both trying to reach the top of the NXT mountain. And now Danielson waiting for Dunne to get up for that drop kick. Looking for an early win now. Kick out at 1. Kicks him right back down to the ground. Oh, and another drop kick to the head. And Danielson now going to grab the first weapon of this match. Oh, a sledgehammer out the gate. Oh. Pete Dunne. Oh. Rolled into a pump kick. And Pete Dunne's already looking to put Bryan Danielson away. Pete Dunne now immediately with a better end to Bryan Danielson. Cover now for the win. Kick out at 2. Crowd's already chanting fight forever. And oh man, here we go. Bryan Danielson kicks. Oh, bang! Yeah! Count them, 8 kicks to the gut and then head. Kick out at 2 by Dunne. Pete Dunne is in trouble now, and Danielson going back to that sledgehammer. Dunne able to avoid it momentarily. Now he has it, but oh! Oh! The running kick from Bryan Danielson. Kick out at 2.5. Pete Dunne was going to try and use that again, but Bryan Danielson stopped it. Now starting the yes chants. Oh my, what a strike by Pete Dunne right there. And now he has earned the respect of the crowd. They're chanting Pete Dunne. Oh, and breaking the finger before a big top rope moonsault to Bryan Danielson. And now Pete Dunne, kendo stick in hand. Bryan Danielson rolls through, slapping Pete Dunne up. Now a big suplex. And now Bryan Danielson, middle rope. Probably going to look for another drop kick to Pete Dunne. But Pete Dunne does not let him hit it. Looks like he's going after the kendo stick again. Yup, but Bryan Danielson sprang right back on his feet and grabbed it out of his hands. Pete Dunne rolling through so he doesn't attack him. Now Danielson has him on his shoulder, dropping him on the rope. Now the cover on Dunne. Kick out at 2. And already this is starting to become a tough match for both men. Now Pete Dunne throwing Danielson on the ropes. Big clothesline. Now the cover on him to pick up the victory. Kick out at 2. And how crazy is it that they got the false count anywhere stipulation and this match has not even been outside the ring. Oh! What a suplex by Danielson. Cover on Dunne, but he kicks out at 2. Now going back to that sledgehammer. Dunne rolls out the way. Now slapping up Danielson. Has him in the corner, but he's not going to attack him. Dunne's going to go out the ring. Grabbing another kendo stick. Oh, just drove it in the gut of Danielson. And continuing the assault. Now Pete Dunne picking up Bryan. Was looking to kick him for the better end, but Danielson's not allowing it. Pete Dunne grabbing the leg, but Danielson with an enziguri. Now the cover on Pete Dunne. Is he knocked out? Can he win this match? Yes, he can. That enziguri knocked the adrenaline out of Pete Dunne, it looks like. And remember, he suffered many sledgehammer and kendo stick attacks, and here we saw the early better end at the start of the match. And this was another turning point. He grabbed the sledgehammer, but there's the big knee by Bryan Danielson. I don't know how to pronounce the name of what he calls it, the Busaku knee, I think. But what a match between Dunne and Danielson, and even though they got the falls count anywhere stipulation, they didn't even go out the ring except to grab weapons.
Here is your winner, Bryan Danielson.
This is the first person to pin Pete Dunne in a very long time.
That is true. And now that makes the score between these two men 1-1, and I don't know if they're going to continue to try and even it out. But Danielson stands tall tonight.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the Women's Northern Championship.
Now it's time for the Women's North American Championship Triple Threat match. And here comes the ballsy, badass Shotzi.
Introducing the challenger from California, Shotzi.
About 2 weeks ago, Shotzi was in a big triple threat against Sol Ruka and Jakara Jackson. An amazing match that those three women put on. And Shotzi was able to steal the win in that match, which got her this big opportunity tonight to challenge for the Women's North American Championship. And if she can ride off the momentum from 2 weeks ago, she might walk out with her first championship in the WWE.
And introducing the challenger, representing Metaphor from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh wait, I forgot. Hold on. I did mess up that there. It was Jakara Jackson that stole the win, my fault. In that triple threat between Shotzi and Sol Ruka, which got her here tonight. As Shotzi was the original #1 contender, and then Jakara stole the win, pinning Sol Ruka to get this opportunity here tonight. And one thing that I've noticed in singles competition, Metaphor have been going crazy as of recently. I mean, you got Mensah, who just beat Karrion Kross earlier tonight. Lash and Jakara as a tag team, while they have ups and downs, they still get some wins together. I guess you could really say Noam Dar is the only one that hasn't really been capitalizing in singles action. But maybe we might see him pull out something out of his bag on NXT after seeing the recent success of his partners.
Introducing the champion from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the Women's Northern Champion, Natalya.
At Survivor Series, Natalya pulled off a huge upset, defeating Alexa Bliss and Thea Hale, picking up the first points for Team NXT. And now tonight, in her first defense with the Women's North American Championship, is in a triple threat. She already has a great showing in triple threat matches at the Survivor Series. Tonight, looking to see if she can still control the triple threat situation and retain her title. And here we go. Jakara Jackson from Metaphor taking on Shotzi and Natalya for the Women's North American Championship. And Shotzi immediately making Jakara pay for stealing her win on NXT. But they gotta remember that Natalya is also in this match and a championship is on the line this time. Oh my, oh my. And Shotzi and Jakara just going at it right now, but Natalya once again there to kill their momentum before they can build it. Oh, big clothesline by Shotzi. And now going back to Jakara Jackson. And this is the first of many Triple Threat Championship matches that's going down tonight. Jakara now throws Natalya in the corner, and once again, back to Shotzi. And you can see Shotzi and Jakara are way more focused on each other after that NXT Triple Threat. Big knee by Shotzi. But once again, there's Natalya, the third woman in this match that they also have to worry about. Natalya drops Jakara. Shotzi now attacking Natalya. Russian leg sweep into some punches. Now the cover on Natalya for the title. Pin broken up by Jackson. And Natalya rolls out of the ring. Now Shotzi and Jakara get some alone time inside. Fireman's carry into the corner and she drops Jakara. And Natalya's back with a sledgehammer. My goodness. And Jakara, oh, only avoided it momentarily. Now Natalya pinning Jakara to retain her title after the sledgehammer attack. Not even a 1 count. Natalya's going top rope, but Shotzi took Jakara from her, dropping her with the slam. And a big German. Oh, I think Shotzi's headed that sledgehammer. Another cover by Natalya. Kick out at 1 this time. Jakara still fighting back. Shotzi's grabbed the sledgehammer. Jakara Jackson knocks it out of her hand though. Not gonna let her use it. And now Jakara, there's a suplex of her own. Now the cover on Shotzi, but Natalya is right behind her to break it. Now throwing Jakara on the ropes. German by Natalya. Shotzi back on her feet. Strike Natalya in the back before the suplex. And now Shotzi, middle rope. Jakara reversed the body splash and goes out the ring. Shotzi went for a leg drop. Natalya went for a leg drop on Shotzi. Oh, and Jakara Jackson steel chair to Shotzi. And a kick out at 1. Oh, and there's Natalya. Kick to the back of Jakara Jackson. And now Natalya, oh, just stomping the hell out of Jakara. But now Shotzi's back in the ring. Oh my. And she's freaked out Natalya with that taunt, but Jakara back on her feet. She is not frightened at all by Shotzi. And now it ends in Curry, but Natalya kicks Jakara down. Now the cover to retain the title. Kick out at 1. And obviously a lot more damage needs to be dealt by Natalya if she wants to retain her title. Oh! Oh, and there's the clothesline by Natalya. And now it is just her and Shotzi in the ring. Jakara Jackson is out. And there's that rolling lariat by Natalya. No cover, gonna go straight into the sharpshooter on Shotzi, looking to retain her title. Sharpshooter's locked in on Shotzi. Oh, and there's Jakara to break the submission hold. Oh! Natalya facebuster Jakara on a chair, but she's pinning Shotzi, and she gets it. Looks like she took Jakara out because she knew that Shotzi was feeling too much pain from the sharpshooter, and all she needed to do was take the other woman out so she could get the pin and retain her title. What a strategy by Natalya going into this triple threat. Well thought out, well planned, and well executed as she retains her title in her first defense.
Here is your winner, and still the Women's Northern Champion, Natalya! The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the NXT Northern Championship.
This is the second triple threat. One more to go in the main event for the NXT Championship. And like you heard, North American Championship is on the line, and coming out first, Ilja Dragunov.
Introducing the challenger from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilja Dragunov.
His last match was a triple threat elimination hardcore championship match against Adam Cole and Trick Williams on NXT. Unfortunately, he was not able to win that match. Nonetheless, he still is here tonight to compete for the NXT North American Championship. One of the biggest matches of Dragunov's career tonight. And here comes the American-made Chad Gable.
And introducing the challenger, representing American-made from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
After an outstanding performance in a triple threat #1 contenders match against Lexis King and Noam Dar, Chad Gable secured his spot in this triple threat match here tonight to compete for the North American Championship. And now we need to see if he will capitalize this opportunity and bring a title back to the American-made team. And there's the champion.
And introducing the champion from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 220 pounds, the NXT Northern Champion, Levi Lord.
I'm about to fire the announce team. Anyway, Swerve Strickland, one of the hardest working men on NXT, finally got his crowning moment at Halloween Havoc when he won the North American Championship, taking it from Tyler Bate, and the journey that he had to finally get a title, inspiring to many, man. It started in a fatal 4-way match. He beat Dunne, Dragunov, and Adam Cole in a fatal 4-way, which led him to a spot in the NXT North American Championship Battle Royal. Well, #1 contender Battle Royal, and he won that. And then at Halloween Havoc, history was made. He won his first championship, and he doesn't look to lose it tonight, but it is a triple threat. He doesn't need to be pinned to lose his title. He needs to stay on his toes, and he needs to apply pressure. And here we go, my! Starting off with that drop kick, dropping Dragunov. And these men are already going all out against each other. Strickland trying to super kick Dragunov. Caught him, but he caught him with a kick. But there's Chad Gable right behind him. Went for his suplex. He turned into a bulldog. and stopping Gable's back, but there's Dragunov now. Strickland punching him off. And we know how crazy these three men can get in singles action. So this is about to be a high-octane matchup. Stay on your toes and do not blink. Gable drops Dragunov, now going after the champion Swerve Strickland. Turning him around in the corner. Looking for that big German out the corner, but there's Dragunov to stop him. And now Gable tried to get Ilja down, but Ilja is able to reverse with the kicks and hit a German of his own onto Gable. And now you see Strickland grabbing the sledgehammer. Oh! That was also the first weapon introduced in the last triple threat. Now the cover on Dragunov. Pin broken by Gable. And now Chad Gable going to go up against Strickland. Oh, big suplex. Chad. Oh! He just dropped Dragunov face first and then penis first on the sledgehammer. Probably should have said a more non-nastier word for that, but it's fine. Oh! And Dragunov returns to favor with the clothesline onto the sledgehammer. But now Gable has the sledgehammer in his possession. And Dragunov is receiving it. Now the cover on Ilja for the North American title. He kicks out at 1. Swerve back on his feet. Now with the kicks to Gable. Gable fighting back though. Strikes to Swerve. Oh, and a throat chop. And now Swerve throwing Gable. Oh, and there's that big drop kick. And now Swerve attacking the arm of Gable, making it harder for him to hit suplexes. And Dragunov is back with a kendo stick. Swerve strictly strikes out of his hand. Now Swerve, big suplex to Dragunov. Now the cover on Gable to retain his title. Kick out at 1. Oh, and Swerve got caught by Gable. Big suplex. But now Ilja Dragunov! Oh! Wasn't able to hit it. That amazing lariat. And now the cover on Strickland after the kendo stick attack. Oh! And a big kick by Gable. And the straps are now off. But Ilja Dragunov is bleeding, but he's back on his feet. And now Chad Gable. Suplex to Dragunov. Swerve Strickland. Oh! Gable weaved the kick. Turned it into an ankle lock in the middle of the ring. But there's Dragunov to break it. And there's the big lariat. And now Ilja Dragunov had the sledgehammer. Swerve Strickland! Oh! Ilja Dragunov moved out of position. Swerve was looking for that rolling flatliner. Oh my god! What a kick by Chad Gable! Swerve with a springboard moonsault to Gable. And now the cover to retain the North American title. Kick out at 1. Dragunov able to weave that strike. Dragunov catching him. Slapping him. Oh! But Swerve Strickland with a big claymore to Ilja. But there's Gable to break the pin. And now Swerve. Grabbing steel steps outside of the ring. Ilja Dragunov's taking Gable out of the equation. Oh, there's the rolling flatliner by Swerve, Strickland, and Dragunov to retain his title. He got it. What a big win for Swerve Strickland. His first defense now checked. And a great fight by Gable and Ilja Dragunov. Both men tried their hardest, but Swerve Strickland obviously is way more calculated than he ever was in his career, especially now that he finally has a championship. And this was the ending point of the match. Dragunov took Gable out and caught a rolling flatliner by Swerve, and that was it. 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, and still the Northern Champion, Lord.
All right, I'm actually gonna have to have a serious team with the announce team after this. This man has successfully defended the title after everyone thought that it would be a fluke, that he would lose it in his first defense. After all the hard work he put in, they're gonna put respect on Swerve Strickland's name.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Women's Championship.
Luckily for Io Sky, she won't be defending her title in a triple threat like most of the other champions tonight. But she does still have one big powerhouse to get through. And there is Jordynne Grace. Made her WWE debut this year in the company, and she has been going crazy ever since. Qualified for the Survivor Series team. But unfortunately, Naomi and Paige were just too powerful at Survivor Series, and Team NXT was not able to prevail. And what's even worse, she still took a singles loss to Naomi on Monday Night Raw. So this really has to be her bounce back tonight. Will she still be able to power through the losses and somehow pick up the NXT Women's Championship? We'll find out tonight. Here comes the NXT Women's Champion, Io Sky. She actually was able to somehow pick up the win at Survivor Series. She rolled up Rhea Ripley, picked up the win, defeating her and Charlotte Flair in the triple threat at Survivor Series. And now tonight, looking to continue her dominance and retain her title at Deadline tonight. But after that match that she had to go through last week, facing off against two of WWA's toughest women, Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley, will she be able to still get through this championship match and retain? We're about to find out.
Introducing the challenger from Austin, Texas, Jordynne Grace. And her opponent from Tokyo, Japan, the NXT Women's Champion, Io Sky.
This is going to be one hell of a match. Jordynne Grace could possibly be looking at her first championship in the WWA in a short time. And here we go, bell is rung, and immediately out the gate, Io Sky double foot stomp to Jordynne Grace. And Io is not playing, already getting straight to it, man. Went for the springboard drop kick, but Jordynne was able to reverse it. Io's not going to let Jordynne get any offense in yet, though. Nice suplex. Jordynne able to roll out of the way there now. Suplex of her own to Io, a German this time. Io rolling out the way. Oh! Oh! Weaved the first strike, but still ate that big punch by Jordynne Grace. And now Jordynne Grace gonna use her power against Io Sky. And that's the clash of styles that we have in this match. There's the clotheslines, one final big one, bang! You got the mini powerhouse that is Jordynne Grace going up against the high-flying genius of the sky, Io. And Io rolling out of the ring. You can see she's definitely feeling the effects of the power. And now we're getting a power struggle. Collar and elbow lockup. And Jordynne Grace is driving Io Sky all the way across the ring into the corner. No cheap shots, but Jordynne Grace punches Io Sky right back in the corner. Oh my! Oh! Big slam by Jordynne Grace, now going middle rope after it. Oh, and what a big clothesline there. Jordynne Grace showing out against the women's champion, Io Sky. Oh, but Io laying on her feet. Now has Jordynne locking the legs and a chicken wing suplex to Jordynne Grace. Now the cover. Jordynne kicking out at one. Jordynne back on her feet. Io going on the apron. Looking for that springboard drop kick, and it finally connects this time. And Jordynne Grace rolling out of the ring. Io Sky gonna give chase. And slamming her face first on the apron. A nice drop kick to the back. Ooh. And Io Sky now realizing that she needs to switch her game plan. Big knee to Jordynne Grace. And now attacking the leg. And now you see Io Sky starting to get technical. Attacking all the limbs of Jordynne Grace. And now she's waiting for the count. Count of 6. Jordynne back on her feet. Io going with the springboard crossbody. And kicking Jordynne back down with the drop kick to the head. Amazing strategy by Io Sky. Now she's going top rope. The genius of the sky looking to continue the high-flying offense against Jordynne. Big drop kick again to Jordynne Grace. And Io Sky is not letting up. She's just keeping her foot on the gas. And this is exactly the strategy that she needs against the powerhouse Jordynne Grace tonight. Not letting up in the slightest. And this is why they call Io Sky the genius of the sky. This is why she's one of the most dominant women in the WWE right now. And there's the Cope punch dropping Jordynne Grace, but she's back on her feet, rolling out the way. And a body slam to Io Sky. And she's telling Io to get up. She's not done. And Jordynne Grace is fired up. Now turning Io around. Is she looking for it? And there's the... Oh, no, not the Juggernaut driver. I think that was the fall from Grace, but Io Sky kicked out. And now Jordynne Grace suplex on Io Sky. Oh! Turn it into a power slam afterwards. Oh, she was going for the Cope punch, but Jordynne Grace reversed it. And now Jordynne Grace with a spine buster to Io Sky. And now picking her up off the ground into a power bomb. Now Jordynne Grace picking up Io Sky, middle of the ring. Wait a second. She's stealing Io Sky's submission. This is insane! I didn't think we'd see this! And Io elbowing her off! Jordynne Grace getting disrespectful with the NXT Women's Champion taking a move out of her own moveset with that arm trap crossface. And now Io Sky has Jordynne in the corner dropping that drop kick. And now Io sees Jordynne Grace in position, heading top rope for the over the moonsault, and it connects. Cover on Jordynne Grace to retain the NXT Women's Championship. Kick out at 2. Women's wrestling chants filling the arena. Jordynne Grace rolling out of harm's way, now grabbing the champ Io Sky in a fireman's position into a rolling Death Valley driver, but Io Sky rolls her way out the ring. Jordynne Grace setting up, but Io Sky got back in the ring. And now Jordynne slamming Io in the corner. Dropping Io. What's she looking for here? Jordynne Grace! Oh, what a big slam! Charging it up beforehand. And now Io Sky is in trouble. Jordynne Grace setting up for the Juggernaut driver. Cover on Io for the NXT Women's Championship. Kick out at 2. Jordynne Grace is not going to let up. She sees her opportunity, telling Io Sky to get up, now throwing her on the ropes. But she was too early on the attack. Big clothesline drops Io Sky. Now gaining some momentum off the ropes. Io rolls out the way, grabbing Jordynne from behind. Now throwing her into the ropes. Io Sky. Oh no, Jordynne grabbing her and tossing her. And once again, the power of Jordynne Grace coming into play. Io reverses that reverse back elbow of Jordynne Grace's. And we've seen that got an elimination for its Survivor Series. Probably could have eliminated the title reign of Io Sky right there. And now Io setting up for a big elbow in the corner. Kicking Jordynne Grace. Getting more momentum. Another sliding drop kick to Grace. And Jordynne Grace, she's busted open after that drop kick. Io Sky now springboard drop kick to Jordynne. And now she's heading top rope, looking for the final over the moonsault. And that might be it for Jordynne Grace. 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is sponsored by Subway.
You shut your mouth. Io Sky, big victory over Jordynne Grace tonight. We thought in many moments that the power of Jordynne Grace was going to be too much for Io, but Io Sky improvised, adapted, and overcame the strength of Jordynne Grace, and we saw it when she went outside the ring here. And this was a big moment for Jordynne Grace. This was the fall from Grace to Io Sky. She kicked out. It wasn't enough, and this was the first over the moonsault. Jordynne Grace was able to kick out, and this was a big moment for Jordynne Grace, hitting her Juggernaut driver on the Genius of the Sky, but it wasn't enough. Io Sky was able to capitalize after that and hit that final over the moonsault to retain.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT Women's Champion, Io Sky.
And Io Sky's dominant reign as NXT Women's Champion continues.
Who the hell is going to beat Io Sky?
I don't know.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the NXT Championship.
We have made it to the main event, the final triple threat of the night.
from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
Unfortunately, Cody Rhodes was not given his Hardcore Championship match in a one-on-one manner in time. It got to the point where they had another #1 contenders match, basically forgetting about Cody Rhodes, but he still let Roman know he wanted a title shot before Survivor Series happened. It was originally going to be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes one-on-one for the NXT Championship, but Roman got cashed in on. And now our new champion is going to have to defend his title the next week in a triple threat match. And here comes the king that won a #1 contenders match last week.
And introducing the challenger from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 240 pounds, the King Caleb!
King Caleb beat Jon Moxley, Roman Reigns' former brother, to get this opportunity here tonight. This is the biggest match in his young and early career. King Caleb NXT Championship match here tonight. Unfortunately, it's in a triple threat, but that's a bigger advantage for him because the champion does not need to be pinned to lose his title in this match. Anybody can walk out champion tonight. And here comes the new NXT champion, successfully cashing in on the OTC Roman Reigns at Survivor Series.
And introducing the champion from Panama City, Florida, weighing in at 200 pounds, the NXT champion, Adam Cole!
Baby! This might be Adam Cole's first and last entrance as NXT champion. If he can pull off the heist that he pulled off at Survivor Series, he has a chance at possibly walking out still champion. But he's going up against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and the king of NXT, King Caleb. This is going to be a very tough match to retain in, but maybe he can pull it off. You can hear the crowd is behind Cody Rhodes, though, the man who was the original #1 contender. And here we go. Went for a super kick on Cody Rhodes out the gate. Cody stopped him. Ooh. And now Cody going over on King Caleb. Oh! Dropped him with a brainbuster there. Adam Cole weaves that chop. Oh! And Cody eats 2 big super kicks, but now King Caleb going at the champion. And now Adam Cole just laying it in on Caleb now. And there's Cody Rhodes. Big knee to Adam Cole. Looking to cover him immediately. Kick out. Now King stalking Cody Rhodes here. Nice fisherman suplex by Caleb, but Cody got right back up. Oh, nice duck by Caleb there into the clothesline. But now Adam Cole with the German. And Adam Cole is trying to grab onto Cody Rhodes. Cody punched him off. Now Rhodes dropping Cole.
Another brain buster.
And Cody, oh my! You can see the American Nightmares trying to go all out tonight, but Adam Cole's not allowing it. And big drop kick by Caleb. Cody kicks him off, and Adam Cole has now grabbed the steel chair. Finally, a sledgehammer is not the first weapon introduced. Steel chair to the back of Rhodes, now the cover by Cole. And Caleb breaks the pin. Adam Cole now going after the King. Has him on the ropes, but now Cody Rhodes attacking Adam Cole. Twisting suplex, dropping him on the chair. Now the cover, but Caleb breaks the pin again. You see he's decked out in that King attire of his, looking like royalty. Looking to see if he can walk out with the... Oh my! Russian leg sweep on the chair, but Caleb kicks out before a count can even start. Now Cody Rhodes. Inverted DDT. Caleb tried to pause him, attack him. Cody stopped it. Adam Cole now with the steel chair again drops Cody Rhodes, but Caleb's not going to have none of it. Smacking Adam Cole. Get some extra flavor on that punch. And dropping him headfirst in the corner. Now picking up the steel chair, but Cody Rhodes slaps it out of his hand. Oh, God. Another suplex. Thought he was going to brainbuster him on the chair. Oh! And Caleb rolls out of harm's way momentarily. Adam Cole now back on Cody Rhodes, but now Cody! Disaster kick to Adam Cole! And King Caleb dropping his fist onto Adam Cole, now heading top rope. Cody Rhodes has a kendo stick. King Caleb, full body splash on the champion, but Cody Rhodes now assaulting him with a kendo stick. Now the cover on Caleb for the NXT Championship. Kick out at 1. And you can see the blood on the side of Caleb's head after that kendo stick attack. And now Cody Rhodes is fired up. Looking for a Cody cutter on Adam Cole. But King Caleb drop kicks Cody Rhodes. Steel chair was not able to be used. Now Caleb off the ropes. Hitting Adam Cole with that snapmare, but now Cody Rhodes! Cody Rhodes! Crossroads on King Caleb for the NXT Championship! Adam Cole back on his feet to break the pin, though. Oh no. And now Cody Rhodes! Shout out to his father, Dusty, with the bionic elbow! And that elbow was so bionic it busted open Adam Cole! And now he just broke a kendo stick on King Caleb. Elbow drop to Cole.
One not busted open right now.
Oh, King Caleb! Roll up on Cody! The referee took his sweet time and Cody transitioned the roll on Caleb! He did it! He did it! Cody Rhodes up for roll up on King Caleb! Oh my God! It looks like that crossroads from Cody took a lot out of King Caleb, and that roll-up was the decisive factor right there. And here we saw this was the crossroads that was the beginning of the end for Caleb. Adam Cole broke the pin. But then you see he rolled up Cody, but the ref took too long. But right when Cody rolled through, the referee was there to get the 3.
Here's your winner, and the new NXT Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
And now finally, after waiting so long for his World Championship opportunity, the patience has completely... I forgot what I was going to say. I'm just so stunned at what just happened. The patience was worth it. Cody Rhodes has finally made it to the top of the mountain and is NXT champion. Wow!
I take a trip by myself and write my name in the sky. Hang from the stars, I dance on clouds and watch the world pass me